My name is Toby Fyfe, and I want to welcome you to the Institute on Governance. Very pleased to be here in our new space here to celebrate the book that Jeff Kinder and Paul Dufour edited. The good news is that Jeff Kinder didn't do it on my time. So very proud to be able to say that he is part of the Institute and bringing his expertise also to some of the work we do. I also want to welcome some old friends. Janet, Catherine has disappeared already, and some others. And I gather we have an entire class of science policy sitting in the back row. So this is all good. So for those of you who are not familiar with the IOG, we are a not-for-profit charity that's focused on, you'll never guess, governance. But in my world, this is about making the public sector and the public service more efficient and better able to respond to the challenges of the 21st century. And this, of course, can cover a wide swath of issues. I don't need to tell you what's happening south of the border. But here, and particularly in the context of this room and why we're here today, huge issues around, among other things, evidence-based decision-making. And how are you going to ensure, whether it's science or any other issue, that government is capable, able, willing to respond in order, as the World Economic Forum said, to remain relevant to the citizens of the 21st century. So that is what we are about. We do it through events like this. We do it through leadership programs and the like. But tonight we're here to discuss the book, The Past, the Present, and Future of Science Advice in Canada, and to celebrate this discussion about the Science Council of Canada. The book, A Lantern on the Bough, is co-edited by Jeff, as I said. He's our Executive Director of Science and Innovation, and Paul Dufour, who is standing over there. And they're both going to be speaking tonight. And books are available for purchase. The IOG doesn't get any take, by the way, so I'm just doing it to, unfortunately. So they will be signing books after the program. I want to thank Dr. Monica Gattender, for Director at the Institute on Science, Society and Policy at the University of Ottawa, for co-hosting this evening's event. My thanks to our panelists, Christiane Allen, Janet Bax, Eric Meslin, and Catherine O'Hara. Catherine and I worked together at the CBC a generation ago, before most of you were born. They will be sharing their perspectives on the current and future state of science advice and science policy in government. But before we start, I want to, if you don't mind, take a moment to remember two colleagues, Gilles Paquette and Peter Calamai, both of whom passed away in recent days. I knew Gilles. I had originally engaged him when I was working at the Treasury Board Secretariat of Canada, and Gilles, of course, was known for no shyness about speaking truth to power, whether it was to deputy ministers or, at that time, lowly analysts like myself. He would come and speak at our executive leadership programs on, of course, governance, which he had founded his own institute at Ottawa U. And the neat thing about Gilles is he would always come very prepared. He'd have his notes, and he would hand them out to everybody, and he'd hand out a couple of books, usually from his Invernier collection. The stack grew higher and higher every time he came. And there was one famous evening when he got a little carried away, as Gilles sometimes did when he got passionate about things, and used words that you wouldn't normally use in polite company like here. And you could just see all the executives looking at this Order of Canada guy and saying, oh my gosh, this is what it's about. So he was truly an amazing man and a great colleague, and he will be missed. Peter, I did not know quite so well. We first met when I worked for the corporation on the Hill. I was producing a program called The House, and Peter at the time was science reporter and had been in various different roles, as you know, and he too was an amazing man and contributed later on, of course, at Carleton, playing the role of science journalist, if you like. So these are two terrific people, and they will be sorely missed. So, without further ado, let me turn the program over to Jeff, who will be introducing the panel in more detail and moving forward to the event.
Thank you, Julian.